What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating you good. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're getting something out of this. Well, anyways, everybody, today I want to talk about abilities plus work. I think it's very important that everybody understands who they are. And if you haven't already started the journey of self-discovery to understand who you are, understand your giftings and abilities, you need to. This is one of the most important core points of our journey in life. You need to understand who you are. You need to understand who you are not and how you operate. And the reason for this is because it will help direct you in life in choosing where you need to be and how you fit into this world. So for example, I'm not a coder. I am not wired and built to just sit for hours coding. I can, right? I can make myself do it, but at the same time, that's not really what I'm built for. And so it's painful. And I'm bringing this up because a lot of times if you worked a job you really don't like, yes, it can be the culture, it can be the bosses and the environment, but more likely than not, you're actually not built for that. And it's okay if you need to switch careers. It's okay if you need to switch skill sets, but more than likely, you're actually not built for what you're doing, and it feels forced, and there's a lot of friction in your life. And I've talked to a lot of people like this, like, oh man, I'm really not built for this, right? And it's actually interesting. I just met a gentleman the other day who went from the construction industry to financial advisory. The reason why is because he really wasn't built for the construction industry. He liked working with his hands, but the type of job, the thinking, all the skill set required did not stay in his wheelhouse that he was naturally gifted with. And now that he has become a financial advisor, he's much more fulfilled. He's currently making less money, but he is much more fulfilled, much happier, because it's really where his giftings and abilities are. And I'm saying this because I really think it is so important to find out who you are so you don't just get stuck in a subpar position or job that is miserable for you. Now, we've got to work jobs like that. We've got to do things that we don't want to do. That's part of life. But what I'm saying is you don't have to stay there, okay? You don't have to stay in a position that you are not really meant for. It's like trying to put a square in a round hole, or a circular hole, square peg in a circular hole, or a circle in a square hole. And it's very much like that because everybody's built differently. And I'm saying this because no matter who you are, going down that journey of understanding who you are, how you're made and how you're built is so important. I am, like, between Andrew and I am much more geared towards people. I'm much more geared and built towards soft skills and towards culture and towards stitching and towards a lot of those different type of skill sets. Whereas Andrew is much more geared towards process and management. And we make a great team because of that. When we first started, we didn't know that that's who we were. We didn't know why. We were friends, and then we decided to start a company together, and we got lucky enough to where everything turned out really good. And we got lucky enough, knowing now what we know, that we were both not horrible partners to the other person, and that we both weren't greedy or out for greed when this started. And I'm saying this because as we've gone on, what has helped us in life, one of the big things that has helped us in life is understanding who we are as people and working from there, which also means you got to be content with who you are. You got to be content that you're not Michael Jordan. You're not his giftings or skill set. You're not the person that you might admire most in life. That's not you. You got to be okay with that. You have to be content with who you are. You have to love who you are. You have to be thankful with who you are, and then to move forward in those areas. The other reason why this is important is if you're going to build a team for work or for a company, if you're not stitching the right people into the right place, and you've heard the saying, having the right people and on the right seats on the bus are so important. If you're not stitching the right people into the right places, it will break. And that also not just breaks process-wise or production-wise, it breaks culturally, because now you have people that are experiencing consistent friction in their lives, and culturally they don't line up and make a fit. And as a result, it hurts everybody across the board because you have discontentment, because it's much harder to be content when you're experiencing friction or when you're experiencing discomfort. And so this goes hand in hand. If you're building a team, you got to know who your people are. You got to know how they're built and how they're made. And you got to know where to put them and how to love them and celebrate them for who they are. Anyways, guys, I'm out of time, so I'll catch y'all later. Peace.